the opening concerts of the Lake Wobegon Brass Band's 34th season. My name is Jack Stamp, and I'm a percussionist back there, and I've been in the band 11 years. Now, just an aside, because I put up with this the last 2 nights from a colleague, who you'll hear from in the second half. For your listening enjoyment today, think of this ensemble as a percussion quartet accompanied by brass. And those of you who applauded probably will get a free CD, thank you. Well, I told you I was with the band 11 years, but that's nothing to some of my colleagues. There are 3 of my colleagues in the band that have been here since day 1. 34 years. I'm going to recognize them. Dick Miller, John Fralick, and Jerry McPhee. And I think they deserve another round of applause because today they actually remembered to bring their music. Now, being a percussionist and being here 11 years is not necessarily any notoriety for me, but there is something notable in that I wrote the first piece that you're going to hear the band play today. And it was written back in 2019. Now, my introduction to brass bands actually came in 1988 when I was kind of thrust into a position of conducting the Triangle British Brass Band in Raleigh, North Carolina. I didn't know anything about brass band music. I knew some of the greats, the Holst, the Von Williams, those pieces, but I didn't know anything about the brass band composers of today. And I discovered this piece that for 37 years has been my favorite brass band piece. It's called Connotations by Edward Gregson. And if you look at your program, it's the 3rd piece of the program. So when I had the opportunity to write this piece in 2019 called Ensemble Overture, I got to write it for a brass band in England, the Rhymeford Collier Band. I dedicated it to Edward Gregson celebrating his 75th birthday. Now, Hansel means the beginning, a gift given at the beginning of a venture. I was having this venture as international composer in association with the Rhymeford Collier Band. Anybody seen the movie Brassed Off? Yes, well, the band in that movie was the Rhymeford Collier Band. What's interesting is I don't believe this piece has ever been played in the United States. At least for my royalty checks from the publisher, I haven't seen it. So we're saying this weekend is the American premiere of my Hansel Overture. And I can think of no one better I'd love to have conducted than our principal conductor and my dear friend. Would you welcome to the podium, Dr. Matthew George.